Every year, 200,000 kilograms of caviar are produced worldwide. Countries like China, which alone dominates over 60% of the global export market, and Italy are redefining where and how this luxury product is produced. With 1 kilogram of this most exclusive product costing over $60,000, caviar remains the ultimate symbol of global haute cuisine. But do you know how this delicacy reaches the market? Watch this video detailing all the steps involved in producing caviar, from the long sturgeon breeding cycle to the final packaging of these coveted roes. By definition, caviar is the salted roe of sturgeon, but modern production begins much earlier with the raising of the fish itself. Fish farming. Due to overfishing in the past and the risk of extinction of wild species, the vast majority of caviar sold today comes from specialized farms around the world. Sturgeon is a prehistoric fish known for its slow growth. Depending on the species, such as the beluga, ora, or savruga, the waiting time for a female to reach sexual maturity and begin producing quality roe can vary greatly. In the wild, this period can take anywhere from 7 to 25 years. In captivity, with the use of controlled diets and advanced management, this wait is reduced, but it still represents a long period, reaching up to a decade in some cases. To raise such a large fish, sturgeon farms require vast facilities. These are not just small tanks, but systems of lakes and dams that replicate the fish's natural environment. In these controlled environments, water quality is crucial. Many modern facilities use advanced recirculation systems that purify and reuse up to 95% of the 2O5 water through biofilters, reducing water consumption and environmental impact. The sturgeons are closely monitored, and from the young age, they are fed a special, balanced diet, carefully formulated to positively influence the final flavor of the sturgeon. The most delicate stage of breeding is determining when the female is ready. The roe must be at the perfect stage of maturity, or it will not have the desired texture and flavor. Therefore, the females are constantly monitored. The most common method for monitoring maturation is ultrasound. Technicians use ultrasound devices to visualize the roe inside the female, assessing its size and stage of development. Once a female is identified as mature, she enters the final phase, which is preparation for extraction. The first substage is purification. The female is transferred to tanks with clear, cold water, often fasting for a period. The goal is to purify the fish of any undesirable flavors that may have been absorbed from the environment or food, ensuring that the final flavor of the roe is as clean and refined as possible. With the female ready, it is time to extract the roe. There are two main methods for this extraction, and the choice directly affects the type and quality of the caviar produced. The sacrificial or conventional method is the most commonly used to produce the highest quality caviar. The female is slaughtered at the ideal time for roe maturation. The fish is quickly taken to a processing area with strict aseptic conditions. The fish is opened to remove the two large roe sacs, called gonads or roe sacs. The quality and freshness of roe extracted from a freshly caught fish are, for many, unmatched, and speed in this process is vital. In pursuit of sustainability, some farms use non-lethal methods that allow the roe to be extracted without sacrificing the female. This can be done by milking the roe or by a cesarean section, a surgical procedure to remove the ovaries, after which the female can be returned to the water. While these methods preserve the fish, the extracted roe does not always have the same texture and firmness as the traditional caviar, which can affect grading and final value. Once the roe is extracted, time is of the essence. The caviar must be processed immediately to preserve its freshness and flavor. All handling takes place in controlled, refrigerated environments with extremely high hygiene standards. The extracted gonads arrive as two large membranous masses. The first task is to separate the individual roe from these membranes and tissues.